Hi, this is Zach here with ChordPrism. In this video, we're going to talk about the new features that have been added to ChordPrism 2. To start with, we're going to look at the pattern generator here. And we changed the name from multi-arp to pattern generator because we have added new melody values here. So you can see the previous multi-arp values here in terms of the pattern. And then we added a bunch of melody values as well. And what they're going to do is basically determine the direction that the melody goes in. So a melody with a linear up value is going to start at a low note and work upwards in a linear manner. Stutter values are going to go up, down, or down, up. And then zigzag values are going to go in more of a zigzag pattern. Return values are going to start at a high or low value and then drop and then work their way back up or back down. Converge values are going to start from a low end and work to the middle and then go to a high end and work to the middle, or the opposite of that. Yeah, but those are the different directions for that. And when you select a melody value, the parameters that go to the side of it are going to be a little bit different than when you select an arpeggio value. So you can see with the arpeggio we have the same parameters that accompany that were in the previous multi-arp. But if you select a melody value, they'll change, and the parameters that relate to the melody values are notes, rhythm, swing, and gate. For notes, what that relates to is how many notes are going to be applied in that pattern over the course of a bar. So if it's set to 6, there will be 6 notes that occur within a bar for that melody value. And then you can increase it or decrease it all the way up to 16 or to 1. We'll stay at 5 here. The rhythm, that determines the pattern that those notes are going to be played out in over the course of a bar. And we have 4 different categories here. Straight values are going to adhere more to like a straight 4 to the floor type of drum rhythm. But, obviously it's going to be played out in a melodic manner, not a drum pattern. Caribbean values of rhythm, they're going to kind of follow more of a reggaeton or dance hall type of drum beat. The melody's going to play out in that manner. Abstract is going to be more of like a hip-hop style where there's a lot of unique 16th notes that are offbeat kind of. And then syncopated it'll operate in a syncopated manner where there's not notes that are really playing on that 3 position, that middle, here we go, that 9 position, for lack of a better term here. But they're not going to hit on as many of the odd 16th or the even 16th notes as the abstract patterns are. So for straight, it's going to focus on like 1, 5, 9, 13. For Caribbean, it's going to focus on 1, 4, 7, 9, 12, 15. And then syncopated will be kind of just more 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and 15. I know that's not technical music theory speak, but that's the easiest way to communicate that. All right, so let's try messing with that a little bit. Swing and gate are pretty obvious. With the gate, though, what that's going to refer to is the amount of space in between the notes, and it'll only apply to the 16th note right before the next note. So if I had let's use this for an example. If I had a melody like this and the gate was 90%, this first note is going to go all the way to this 3rd step here, and it'll go 90% of the way through that 3rd step, if that makes sense. So it's only that gate value is being applied to the step before the next note on. Okay, so let's experiment here with this. I set up a 1/4 chord progression that's recorded here. So let's play that. Now I'm going to mute the chords and unmute the melody here. Let's turn off the step sequencer. Let's change the rhythm. Okay, let's do a different pattern now. Increase the notes. So you can see that as you adjust those, most of the combinations are going to work out pretty well. The way we designed it was to try to create algorithms where as you add notes, the same basic rhythmic pattern is going to be maintained, but you're just adding on to that. And I think it's worked out pretty well in most situations. Occasionally you'll get something that doesn't sound great, but there's not many combinations that don't sound good, and most of them sound like they work pretty well. So you guys can play around with that, and hopefully that's something that's helpful to you. If you have any feedback on it, it'd be great to hear that. Also, we added copy-paste buttons here, so if you wanted to, make one pattern on this, then you could copy it. Whoops, you could copy it, paste it here, and then you could go in and maybe, create a different rhythm or create a different pattern or change the notes, but, make it somewhat similar to the first one, but slightly adjust it. And then you could do that for all those if you want. That's pretty straightforward. So let's mute that and let's go back to the chord generator now. And the things that we've added to that are an arpeggio, which I think will be helpful to some people. And it's pretty straightforward. It uses the same values as what we had in the multi-arp. And when you have that selected, it's going to eliminate the repeat parameter here. So if it's on strum, you'll have the option to have the repeat parameter with the gate. And, it'll have the same rate for strum. But if you go to arp, instead of the repeat parameters, you'll have range and gate for the arpeggio. So it's pretty much the same as what's going on over here, but you can do it directly to whatever chords you have selected here. And it allows, with the multi-arp, you're kind of confined to a basic 1, 3, 5, 7 arpeggio that moves in a linear manner, but with the chord generator, you can set up the chord to go with any type of voicing you want, basically. So let's go here. We have our one chord set up here, and let's say we wanted to just put that up to +2. So you can see that that one note goes way up high. But it allows you a little bit more flexibility with what you're doing on the with your arpeggios. So that's that. Also, you can see that with this octave value here in the chord editor, we've set it up to where you can stack notes in different octaves. So let's go here. Everything's set to 0, but let's say I wanted to have the root note play an octave above and an octave below its normal position. Let's get out of the arpeggio. So if we went to 0, and let's just do 0 minus 1. Now it has that root note playing an octave below. Or if we wanted to just have a triad playing, we could go 0 plus 1 minus 1. Give it a much fuller sound than the normal one. But yeah, it allows a lot more flexibility with how you customize your chords. Especially if you're a more advanced user who wants to set up some crazy voicings, you can definitely do that now more so than in the past. So that's that. And then finally, what we did previously, when you made adjustments to the chord editor for each chord here, if you selected a key shifter, those adjustments would apply to both the regular setup and also to each key shifter. But with this version, we set it up to where each key shifter has its own set of independent chord editors. So what that means is, let's say for this one chord here, I have a triad, but if I shift to F, I can have a ninth. So you have that independence there, and that'll be hopefully pretty helpful to more advanced users. I know that was a big request, and we needed to get that right. So yeah, those are the primary adjustments that we've made, improvements that we've made. And it's definitely frustrating that we weren't able to implement everything we wanted to related to the new patent we have. Hopefully that'll work itself out one way or another, though. But I still think that the additions we made are pretty nice and hopefully will be helpful. But yeah, if you have any insights or input or critiques about what's going on here, please let us know. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you.